Could you come up? Come up here. We want to get this on video and audio, if you don't mind.
Thank you very much.
Councilor?
Does the street dancing program like this help you compile the data that you need to look for some more grant funding?
Yes. Of course, like whenever we're out and we're interacting with people, we're documenting those interactions. So not only do we enter that into what's called the HMIS system, it's the Homeless Management Information System. And we were required underneath some HUD funding to enter that information. So if we have a conversation with somebody and they give us their contact information and they give us the identifying information, and we will put that back into it. We can pull all that data from it that we will use for future grants. So we write grants, continuously to help with any kinds of services that we might be providing in the community, homelessness is something that we do. So absolutely, we will continue to put that information in. It might take us 3 or 4 times of having a conversation with a certain individual in order for them to feel comfortable enough to give us that information, but if we can get that data, then we put it in the system.
Okay. Anybody else on the council or in the public have any questions? In the interest of clarification, though, Mayor, the days, you mentioned the weekends, but isn't it a day during the week also that we're if we can just make that public?
20 hours a week with two staffers, and Thursday, Friday, 12:30 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday, Sunday, 9 to 3.
Very good, thank you. Any other concerns, questions? All right, well, thank you very much. All right, seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor Hill, Councilor DeMasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor Canasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesoriero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Do we need a resolution?
I'm sure the mayor's office will provide that. Next item on the agenda, Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. is requesting approval for a grant funding application submission for Brightbeck Park Community Playground and Pavilion Improvements Project through the 2018 New York State Consolidated Funding Application. Mr. Mayor?
This is the 2018 round of CFAs. This is really the main chunk of money that the state puts out called the Consolidated Funding Application. They break it down to massive amount of money applied for this year. Also make that determination based on where the state's budget, where the priorities are in the state's budget, where the government priorities are, and see the ability that allocation made in the state budget. So, that kind of helps decide where we should apply to improve our chances of winning. So, really, it's pretty predictable after 2 years where the focus is. I'd like to continue our efforts to revitalize the waterfront, this time focusing in on the marina specifically. So this particular grant application takes some projects out of our comprehensive waterfront feasibility study we did in 2016. And the selection of projects we'd like to include involve a new pavilion at the Rice Landing Marina. Right now, if you go into the marina, take a left into the parking lot, you'll see that the small pavilion with some picnic tables under it. I'd like to get rid of that and make a bigger pavilion that actually takes the standard footprint that actually takes up the section of blacktop you see there. And in that pavilion, put grills, put TVs, put nicer furniture, so people can utilize the pavilion, have a reason to go to the marina, have a reason to book a party down at the facility. The boaters who pay rent at the marina will be able to go up and use this facility to have parties with their boating friends or whatever or anything like that. So I think that's a worthwhile project that can help transform the marina. Renovating and redesigning the Rice Landing bathhouse at the marina right now. When you pull in, there is the restroom building with the bathroom, which is right next to the boat launch. And then if you go down the road all the way to the end underneath the McCovey building, that other building also has bathrooms and showers too. Both launch bathroom has one shower and 2 stalls per gender. And the bathrooms down further have 2 showers and 2 stalls per gender. So what we'd like to do is, and the boathouse is public, the other buildings for the boaters who rent. So we'd like to remove the one shower from the public bathroom. There was no real reason why somebody from the public needs to go down there. Most people who should have to shower are probably boaters that are renting and using it anyway. Not having that shower in that building will allow us to build the building out, make it accessible, so that we can use this one to renovate the building. And then going down the road on the other building, we will totally renovate those restrooms and also add reached out to provide us with these figures, but total cost was going to look at anywhere from 1.1 to 1.4 million total. The way this grant works is a 75% grant requires a 25% match. The way that number works is $825,000 grant. If we were to land, it requires $275,000. Usually the way the CFAs work, and this is it's the same for the next two items on the agenda. The deadline is July 20-something, and then we usually find out whether we want or not.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for the mayor from the councilors? Any comments from the public? Guess you did a good job. No questions. Can I have a motion? Councilor DeMassey, Councilor Wilmot.
Council Corradino.
Yes.
Council DeMassey.
Yes.
Council Hill.
Yes.
Council Tesserero.
Yes.
Council Wilmot.
Yes.
Next item. Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. is requesting approval for a grant funding application submission for reviving Wrights Landing Marina project through the 2018 New York State Consolidated Funding Application. Mr. Mayor?
Yep. You did.
Didn't we just do Brightbeck?
I think
Oh, no, we're going to the next one, sorry. They're not numbered. Hot day, too. Let me try the next one. Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. is requesting approval for grant funding application submission for Oswego City's Canal Bright Lights project through the 2018 New York State Consolidated Funding Application. Let's try this one.
This is another chunk of money involved included in the CFAs, but it's from a different funding source. This is the Canal Corp grant. So the first grant, I didn't want to mention, is through the LWRP. They set aside money. We put that through the CFAs, chunk of money in LWRP. This is a different category through the CFAs. This is the Canal Corp. Being a canal community, we're allowed to apply for this grant. It will be highly competitive because I believe there's only 10 budgeted in the state budget, statewide. It's a $150,000 maximum grant application for the 50/50 match requirement. This idea kind of comes out of the DRI plan. In the DRI plan, one of the 22 projects we submitted involved lighting up the bottom of lighting up bridge along State Route 104, the Bridge Street Bridge. So we looked at maybe taking that plan out of the DRI and applying for it in this opportunity, in this grant opportunity. However, after walking the river walk and looking at the design of the bridge and trying to come up with some other ideas, I think it's maybe more exciting. I think the architecture of the railroad pedestrian bridge may be a better option of the two. So that's what this application does. Breaks it down. We have priced out Syracuse came down and walked the river walk down and Flintstone. Ideas, and they priced out about $79,000 for equipment and $140,000 for installation. The total project cost about $219,000.
All right, thank you. Any questions on this issue from the council? Any public comments? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor Hill? Councilor Tesorial?
Council Corradino.
Yes.
Council DeMassey.
Yes.
Council Hill.
Yes.
Council Tesserero.
Yes.
Council Wilmot.
Yes.
Next item is Thomas Kells, DPW Commissioner, requests a transfer of funds from the snow removal account A.5142.0410 to A.5110.0410, maintenance of streets, in the amount of $80,000 to cover paving and cement materials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does that. That's where he screws me up. He did two at once. That's what he did. He did two at once.
I was ready to take the blame here.
No, don't take the
So,
blame.
so where do you want to go from here, Mayor? There's one more grant,
You know what it was? It was the first one. Brightbeck was first.
Brightbeck was first, reviving Wright's Landing.
They kind of blended together.
It's actually the middle one.
We did the park and pavilion.
Yes, we did. But he skipped to the next one.
So that's what I was talking about. When I was talking about the pavilion, I wasn't talking about the Brightbeck Park pavilion. I'm talking about the
Yes.
So the third grant application, which is somewhere in the agenda, is through New York State Parks. It's another grant source of funding for the CFAs through the New York State Parks program. And what we'd like to do here is renovate or replace the Brightbeck Park playground. If you go down to Brightbeck Park now, that playground is quite outdated. It's really becoming dangerous in my mind. And needs to be replaced. So we have that quoted. We have the person from Architects down there this morning. We have to get a quality proof playground with a lot of interactive playground equipment. It's about $300,000 to $350,000. So we're including that. Also, we are including upgrading some of the Brightbeck Park pavilion. Not a lot of upgrades, but we'd like to renovate the bathrooms. The bathrooms are really old, outdated. More handicap accessible where they are, so we've allocated about $120,000 to put toward renovating the bathrooms in the pavilion and some exterior renovations for the pavilion. And then also $100,000 to replace the basketball courts. The basketball courts now are really old. If you look at the blacktop, it's coming up, it's dangerous. There's actually grass growing through the blacktop on the basketball courts, which isn't good. They need some new hoops. So we're allocating about $100,000 for new basketball courts. Total application is $570,000 or $650,000. New York State Park grant requires 25% match. The maximum you can apply for is $500,000. That leaves us with $491,000 grant, $25,000 match.
Okay, let's see if we can get this right now. Do we have any questions on this particular resolution? I believe that's the number 3 in your packet. Oh, I see a question in the back corner, or a comment.
You're doing a fine job, but I'd just like to ask you to do this, right? Do not name these places that were former mayor, such as John Sullivan, okay? He's got his name on enough stuff around here. You don't need to name anything, just leave it blank. Thank you. I'm a good guy.
Is there somebody else? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a really good job. I think we're making a super great. But I really just hope to support the mayor on this because we have kids and they're our future. And Brightbeck Park is definitely what we do. It should have been something that previous mayor should have definitely paid attention to, but instead paid attention to other things. So our mayor is really doing a lot for our youth, our community, and I want to thank you for that. And just ask the board to really support him on this because it's something that's good for our community, our future. I mean, our fest, I mean, that's where everything happens down there. So when that looks nice, everything else does too. So we can really support the mayor on that. Thank you again, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
My name is Steve Williams. A lot of you guys don't know me, so you guys are familiar with me. And I came tonight to specifically support this agenda for Brightbeck Park. Specifically the basketball court area. I've been petitioning for this for the last 7 years. I've been a Speedwell resident. I'm not from here, but I've been living here. All my children are from here. I recognize your face from YMCA, so you know me. I'm heavily involved in basketball and community coaching in high school. So also in YMCA, going back in Syracuse, Rochester, Auburn, and these communities. I'm from New York City, and New York City, the blacktop, so to speak, kind of a staple in that community. We have YMCA gyms, we have access to the college gyms. And it is a decent place outdoors. my heart. I really care a lot about it. Over the years, we've watched it be neglected. And I think that it's something that it's not neglected on purpose, but I don't think people understand how important it is to our community. I'm 30 years old and I'm down here every weekend still. Not that it matters, but I manage 2 Facebook pages of basketball players in our community, but over 100+ members of guys, grown-ups, who we link up, we say, hey, let's go to the park and play some ball, and let's bring our kids to the park. And we can't play ball with our kids in the park because the pavilion is there. The park is right across the street from the residents, and they see us, and we're cordial, but I'm sure they don't want us there. The fences were taken down, so our basketball's rolling in the streets, and there's tar and it rains or weather. Social support stuff, there's no line support, the rent, it's just a bad place to be. And the pavilion is kind of one of the central points of your right back park when you charge people to use the pavilion, right? It's kind of attached to it. I just think that we need to kind of invest in that area as well. We can invest in the rest of it. It is a place that people want to be. I know for myself, I have spent the last years galvanizing men and women and children who, even when this gets done, you guys can volunteer hands. We're ready to come out and paint and do whatever you need to do to help this out because we really not push it that much. So I appreciate you guys listening to us. Thank you guys, community. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, ladies, for making sure we didn't miss this tonight. And again, our people, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments about, this is the Brightbeck Park Community Playground and Pavilion Improvements Resolution. All right, seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor DeMasi, Councilor Tesorario.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
And we need a resolution.
We need a resolution. I'm sure the mayor's office would love to do that. I believe the last item on the agenda, let's try this again. Thomas Kells, DPW Commissioner, requests a transfer of funds from the snow removal account A.5142.0410 to A.5110.0410, maintenance of streets, in the amount of $80,000 to cover paving and cement materials. Mr. Mayor.
I'm going to take this one because I think it's kind of my mistake. We saved some money over last year. We used the grinding solution on the streets, as you know. We've also, we went to salt on the road rather than sand to help with the cleanup in the spring. That's why the city looks better earlier in the year. And it requires less cleanup and it's a lot easier on our sewer system. spend money to repave that street to have it torn up for next summer. So Shimmy kind of buys you a year or two on time until you can have the budget and make the planning decision to get that street done.
Okay. I did have one quick question for you. Does this exhaust the snow removal account for 2018?
I thought we had 83 and change, but
Just yeah. So I didn't hear that.
so right now we count page 183. We have 100 that we're buying the mold and for the so 83 is the back.
So does that mean that we're going to be down to zero in the snow removal account for the remainder of 2018? Is that what I mean, it does snow in November, December. That's all I was concerned about. So that wouldn't be an issue if we get a little snow in November and December and there's no money left in the snow removal account. We're good. Okay. I just don't want people to call me up and say, where's the snowplow? And it's December 12th. I don't want to tell them that we ran out of money. Okay, good. Okay. Any other comments, questions from the mayor? Yes,
Just
Councilor?
a question. Yeah, I know you've hitting tons of sidewalks, and there's a ripple effect from it with the constituency of the sidewalk, and then my neighbors call and want their sidewalks done. But does this mean there's going to be more sidewalks done in addition to it? Because I know, anybody that's driven down, Bridge Street or even any neighborhood sees sidewalk repairs, corners everywhere. So, I got to hand it to you. They haven't seen it in years. But will this ensure there's going to be additional sidewalks? Or?
I'm glad you bring that up.
Okay.
You make a good point. I think I know where you're going. And it's important that the public understands this. My two predecessors decided that the sidewalk was going to be the homeowner's responsibility to fix if you wanted to fix it, and the city wasn't going to do it because we didn't have money. So that has created, a 4 to 8 year backlog of sidewalk and flag requests. When I was put forward counselor, my predecessor as a town councilor handed me a stack of sidewalk flags dating back to 2006, 2008, 2010. So there are sidewalks that have been waiting to be repaired or replaced for a long time. It's because for 5 to 8 years, the city said we're the homeowner responsibility, not ours. I talk about this, I think that's wrong. I think it's public space. We ask homeowners to maintain their front lawns and keep the front space of their house neat and tidy, and the sidewalk is owned by the city. So we need to replace that. So this $80,000 makes sure that we can do at least some more than we already planned, that we had planned last year's chip allocation. But really, I wouldn't say the 80,000 is in addition, because if we didn't allocate the 80,000, at this point, we have what we have, and we've prepared some in the city already this year. So I'd like to think this 80,000 allows us to do as many as we did last year.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
They have a sidewalk flag, and I said, back a long time ago, if you have ones that you want to make sure get done, you need to send them to me, and the folks that right away. And we get hundreds of flag requests, but there are some that are really, really bad. Make sure you prioritize them and mark them and say that they're seeing X, spray paint on the sidewalk.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments from the council or the public? See none, can I have a motion? Councilor Tesorario, Councilor Hill.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor Domessi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes. I believe that was the last item for this committee. Is there any other old business or anything else we need to talk about? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn? Councilor Tesorario, Councilor Tomasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor Domessi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorero.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call the Physical Services Committee meeting for July 16, 2018 to order. Please call the roll.
Counselor Hill.
Here.
Counselor Wilmot.
Here.
Counselor DeMassey.
Here.
Counselor Gozick.
Here.
Could I please get a motion to approve the minutes of the July 2nd, 2018 meeting? Counselor Gozick, Counselor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Is there any old business to come before this committee? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business. Item number 1, Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. has received a request from Alexander DeSacia, founder of Accept Oswego, an organization dedicated to amplifying the voices of Oswego's LGBTQ+ youth. Mr. DeSacia is requesting use of public space in order to host a chalk walk event. This is a free event in which people are invited to write or draw on a public sidewalk and will focus on sending positive messages and encouragement to the citizens of Oswego. Mr. DeSacia is requesting use of public space during Harborfest at a location yet to be determined. Mr. DeSacia?
As it says, Oswego is a organization for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender youth. And Oswego, since the gay straight line in the Oswego High School got cut due to budget constraints. So what we're requesting is simply just a chalk walk, a place to hold our chalk walk. If you don't know, a chalk walk is an event in which participants write signs and uplifting messages on a public sidewalk. This event requires absolutely no accessibility. It's free to everyone who attends, and is family friendly, and has a positive outcome on those who participate and the public. A little bit more about what suicide prevention is. We're not really talking about like suicide and then information about that. We're just giving out positive messages, giving out good feelings to the community during Harborfest, a time where people overdose, people get drunk, stuff happens like that. So the positive messages of it gets better, you are loved, and stuff like that. So what we are trying to get a hold of today, the location and a date. We would like to do it on either Friday morning or Saturday morning, between hours of 7 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock in the morning, where there isn't much traffic, there isn't much going on during Harborfest. And so the people throughout the day will be able to see it, so you pass through the activity. So our locations, we have 3 picked out right now, and so we can, and we're very flexible. We don't really mind where we're going, as long as it's somewhere where people going to Harborfest will be able to see. So I have picked out right at Park, the curve between where Lake Street becomes Ontario Street, right by the playground in Pavilion. Franklin Square Park, either on 95th Street or 94th Street in that park, or Washington Square, otherwise known as East Park, on East 4th Street.
Okay. Is there a preferred location?
Probably Franklin Square, somewhere around there, just because it's that's where the family stuff goes on.
Okay. And would it be the 5th Street or 4th Street side?
Either or. I think 4th Street would be better because it's right next to the playground.
Does the committee see any problem with utilizing the 4th Street side of Franklin Square during Harborfest? Anyone from the public? Councilor DeMassey.
It's only going to be during that 2 hour, like once you do it, that's it, because of the traffic and people coming and going and all that.
So you're putting the messages down just so that people that visit the park during that time can see them?
Yeah.
And was there a preference on Friday or Saturday? Saturday. Okay. Does the committee have any concerns with having the event on Saturday? Okay. Are there any questions for the speaker? Any questions from the public? Councilor DeMassey.
I do have one, and I'm sure you already know, and I totally support your organization and everything, but when you do something like this, you want to be very cautious that whoever's involved does not offend other people in any way, shape, or form with their message. A small message like that could start a fight in no time at those parks with that many people. So I don't know how it's managed or who manages it, but I would be really careful as to making sure that, you don't get a wise guy that thinks they're going to, do something like that, because you can have a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so I thought that through, and we have some rules and guidelines, and obviously we're not promoting any kind of, rude or disrespectful kind of messaging, obviously. And if someone comes along, I'm going to write something dumb, then it's just chalk, so we can erase it, drop over it, and,
Any other concerns?
Somebody in the front row here.
Uh,
Some-
Mr. Emmons? Yep, I'll make an effort to reach out to them. Could I take a motion, please? Councilor DeMasi, Councilor Wilmot.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Goza.
Yes.
Do we need a resolution?
That will be coming from the mayor's office. Thank you very much. Item number 2, the engineering department received a request for use of public space submitted by Ruth Stevens, owner of a two-family dwelling at 129 West Seneca Street, located in the First Ward, for proposed use of public space 12-foot by 19-foot for a new one-car parking area and new 9-foot by 12-foot paved apron fronting West Seneca Street. Is there anyone here to speak to this? Thank you.
The house has one driveway that leads into the garage on the Ontario Street side. There's a cutout in the sidewalk area on the Ontario Street side. There's a tenant in the back apartment that we live in the front. So this winter, and the tenant just moved in the middle of the summer. So what we're looking to do is make sure that we have parking for our tenant and ourselves in the winter time. So I'm looking to put in a hard surface driveway that can snow blow. And I talked with our neighbor, he was just in town, he has a rental town hall, lives next door to me, so it'd be between our houses. And he doesn't have a problem with the driveway, he just wants to make sure that it doesn't drain into his basement. It's just helpful information to me, because I don't want to drain the pipe either. So, Susan and I were talking about Kirkstone.
Yes, that's one option for a flow-through permeable surface. It's snow blowable and doesn't heave.
So I'll do some research and check into that, but I haven't done that part because I didn't have approval for the project.
Councilor, did you have any concerns with the request?
I have not heard any concerns voiced from any of the neighbors, and it seems to leave a pretty reasonable amount of green space. And if you're able to investigate a permeable solution, I think that would be ideal.
And I did not receive any adverse indications from Mr. Johnson in the engineering department as well. So are there any questions on this request? Any concerns from the public? Okay, could I take a motion, please? Councilor DeMasi, Councilor Gozick.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Goza.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 3, Justin Rudgick, Community Development Director, received a request from the ORA Neighborhood Block Party, East 6th Street between Church and Hamilton Street. ORA is requesting a road closure on East 6th Street between Church Street and Hamilton Street, and this is for a block party. So this, I believe, is your event. And have you speak to it?
So for our community, especially in the Aurora program, and between Church and Hamilton Street, there are 7 families, or 7 homes on that street, particularly that are participating, and then we have another 4 between Hamilton and Bonner Street that are participating. So we're just looking to bring the whole community together to help promote that program and possibly bring other families or homeowners into that program later down the road.
Okay, I just had a few questions. Have you reached out to all of the neighbors that would be affected?
Yes.
And is there any concern, or has anyone expressed that they would not be in favor of this?
No, nobody is.
Okay. And could you make an effort to just, assuming this gets approved, formally notify all of the neighbors that this will be taking place and that the street will be closed?
Yes, I have a flyer that was attached to my application that will be going out to every home within the 2 blocks, and we're only looking to close down to 1 block. So, and like I said, I would say over half the block is
Excellent. And I know that when an event application goes through community development, it is submitted to the police department, fire department for their comment, and they didn't return anything adverse. So they did look at this. Are there any questions for the speaker? Councilor Tesorio.
No, I just highly support this. I think it's a great idea. It's in my ward. I think it's a great neighborhood project to get more involved in these, and that's the encourageable part. The more neighbors that get involved, the more acceptance, the more the grants will be there. So I think you're doing a great thing. I think you're doing a very good thing by organizing this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from the public? Okay, could I get a motion, please? Councilor Wilmot, Councilor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Goza.
Yes.
And the last item on the agenda, Tom Kells, DPW Commissioner, received a request from Barbara Missy Mercier to place a memorial bench at the top of Lake Street for her husband, William G. Mercier, to honor him and years of dedication he has and continues to give to the city of Oswego. Is there anyone here to speak to this request? Okay. This will be coordinated with the DPW, the location, and it's fairly standard that we approve these requests. I'm happy to see it's not at the same location in Brightbeck Park where they're all concentrated, but so are there any questions or concerns with the request? Councilor?
Thank you. I did want to point out, and I'm sure Councilor Gozick remembers this, the previous council had some conversations about all these benches at Brightbeck Park, and during the conversation, didn't we mention that if we were going to be getting any requests for honoring employees, past employees, or people who work for the city, that appropriate spots would be maybe here around City Hall. So I'm not saying that we should move this one, but I just would like to make the new council, 7 months in, aware that there was an idea that maybe any future requests for benches for previous employees might be appropriate to have it around City Hall. I mean, this one could also be considered, I mean, he worked here at City Hall as a councilor and alderman for years, but I know the request is specific for by the lake. But again, I just want to point out that that was something that was said by the previous council. Just keep that in mind.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yeah, we did, I totally agree with that, except with this one, the only hard part is that they lived right there all these years.
Of course.
So I would hate to have them not be able to, to enjoy it in their older years there, depending on where they want to put it. I mean, maybe they could put it right on their own property in front of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, in the future, we can
I agree.
develop a procedure where, depending on the type of memorial bench, we can recommend locations, or if we feel it's necessary, require that certain types of memorial benches go in certain locations. But does anyone have any concerns approving this specific request? Anyone from the public? Okay, could I take a motion, please? Councilor Gozick, Councilor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Goza.
Yes.
Is there any other business to come before this committee? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Councilor Gozick, Councilor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Goza.
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call the Planning and Development Committee meeting July 16, 2018. Can I have the roll called, please?
Counselor Tesorero.
Here.
Counselor Corradino.
Here.
Counselor McBurney.
Here.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the July 2nd, 2018 committee meeting? Councilor Corradino. Oh, Councilor McBurney. Sorry. Didn't see your arm go up.
Counselor Tesorero.
Yes.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Is there any old business to come before this committee? I see none. We'll go to item number 1. The Examining Board of Plumbers requests approval of the revised plumbing code. I can speak on this behalf. It's something that's been worked on for quite a few years. Myself being the past plumbing inspector and Kurt Miller being the new plumbing inspector, in the examining board of plumbers. It dated 1991. There had been some amendments done to it, but now we're back up to code with the 2015 Uniform Building Code of Plumbers. And it's just something that needed to be done, and I commend the board, and I commend the current plumbing inspector for getting this, to the committee. So now we're up to date, and it goes along with our code enforcement crew, and it just makes life a little bit easier knowing that we've got an up-to-date plumbing code. Can I get a motion? Sure, go ahead.
No disrespect to the chairperson and the previous plumbing inspector, but I would like to hear from the current plumbing inspector if we could.
Sure. I didn't want to.
He's here.
Yeah.
Hate to see him wasted. Yeah, I was just wondering, give us your take on the last 6-7 months, as plumbing inspector and as it pertains to this.
Well, it's been a little tough trying to get some stuff earlier. I think there's some changes that we need to make moving forward. This is the first thing that we can start with. Again, this old book was from 1991. We just want to update it a little bit with the current rules, and I think there's a little bit different permit fees in here. We jacked up the insurance requirements for the contractors just a little bit. So pretty much, it's staying the same with this, but just making sure it's all current.
Through the chair, do you see anything that we might want to look at down the road? I know we're making this big leap, bringing it up to the state standards. Do you see anything down the road that maybe you give us a little glimpse of the future?
We're looking towards a couple little changes. I would like to try and bring something together maybe with some residential, not a license, but maybe like a journeyman's test, so we can maybe get a little bit more contractors on here doing a little bit of work and making sure we're inspecting it, making sure they're doing the right thing.
Okay, that's all I got. Thank you.
How many plumbers are actually certified to operate in the city of Oswego? Okay, so there are adequate. Does this change their ability to certify or make it more difficult or easier? Okay.
Any more questions? Anybody from the audience? Can I get a motion?
Make a motion.
Councilor Cordino? Councilor McBurney?
Counselor Tesorero?
Yes.
Counselor Corradino?
Yes.
Counselor McBurney?
Yes.
Thanks, Kurt. Okay, the second item I have is Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. proposes to make the dog park a tobacco-free zone. Any comments, questions on this from the audience?
Massey.
Oh, sorry.
The only question, the only part that I have is, would you for somebody? I just don't want to seclude those. There's still a lot of people that smoke. It's an addiction, but it's legal for those who do. Is there going to be an area for them so they just can't come on the premises of any sort with where our buildings are going to be? I just don't want people to get a bad taste that do smoke. Is there going to be a smoking area put for them somewhere so their dogs can still enjoy that park?
I don't know that at this point. I imagine it's the confines of the fenced area. I can't imagine it could be, I don't know about the
I'm
grounds.
all for it,
You know,
around people, but
if the mayor was here, he could answer that. I really don't know. We can table it to get an answer.
if nobody else agrees with what I'm saying anyways, then there's no sense in tabling it.
It's a good question, though, to find out if there's going to be. Councilor Cordino?
Well, basically, I mean, the way I interpret this, I don't know if you interpret it the same way. I mean, it's talking about the dog park, the property per se. And the way I would interpret it, if it was going to be passed, was that if you're anywhere within the confines of the dog park, you can't smoke, but you can go across the street and smoke, but within the property confines of the dog park. That's what, to me, this is what this is proposing. So just like we have no smoking in this building, people go across the street to smoke. So that's what I see this as a solution. If we were to pass this, people would, but legally couldn't smoke on the property. If that's a problem, that's a problem.
Councilor McBurdy.
So when you say in the confines of the dog park, you mean in the fenced-in area that is the dog park, so they could smoke in the parking lot?
I can't answer that. I don't...
That's my point. I don't want other animals not to get it, that they would have to leave property. You're not going to leave your animal there to go drive across the street. You know, and I was just wondering if there was going to be a designated area of any sort.
It's not that specific, and I'm sorry it's not. I think it goes along with all the other city properties that don't allow smoking. So the confines of the property itself. So it would be the whole park. It would be everything. It wouldn't be, there is not a designated area. So if you read it, it's the confines of the property that's owned.
Like people here, they have a certain spot they can smoke. So I just was curious. All right. It's not a big, but I just really didn't want people not have to enjoy it. That was all.
Well, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor McBurdy.
Counselor Tesserero.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurdy.
Yes.
Okay, that's the last item I have. Is there any old business that needs to come to this committee or any concerns? Can I get a motion to adjourn if none? Councilor McBurdy, Councilor Cordino.
Counselor Tesserero.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurdy.
Yes.